weight. Down, up, left, right, center, lip. I'm so confused. You won't be surprised to learn that there is an entire language of stage directions you should know when you work in the theater. These are different from the italicized stage directions you might read in a play. These are phrases and words we use to move people, scenery, and other things around on a stage. The first rule in understanding stage direction is to understand from whose perspective stage direction should be given. Should it be from the performer's perspective looking out at the audience? Or from the audience's perspective looking at the stage? What do you think? That's right, the performer's perspective. We orient stage directions as if I'm on stage facing the audience. So, when we say left or right, we mean the performer's left or right, not the audience's left or right. Now that you know that we're orienting stage directions from the performer's perspective and not the audience's perspective, we need to split the stage up into 9 different sections. We'll start here where I am, center stage. To the actor's right is stage right. To the actor's left is stage left. Behind the actor is upstage. Then we have upstage right and upstage left. In front of the actor is downstage. Then there's downstage left and downstage right. These 9 boxes are generally where directors and choreographers will ask performers to move around in based on the scenic design. And you must say the phrase in that exact order and with these exact words. It would be confusing to ask an actor to go stand right middle stage or left upstage. What's all this talk of upstage and downstage, you ask? That stage looks flat. Well, the words upstage and downstage come from the medieval theater when stages were built with a rake. A raked stage slopes upward, away from the audience. That means the back of the stage is higher than the front of the stage. Traditionally, audiences were at the ground level in the medieval theater, going all the way through the late 19th century. And so, to create a better viewing experience, raked stages were built to help with sightlines. So, when we say upstage, we're referencing the highest part of the stage, but furthest away from the audience. And when we say downstage, we're referencing the lowest part of the stage, but the closest to the audience. Today, modern theaters, like here in the Victoria Theater, have their seats raked and the stage flat and even. This design is the same concept, but in reverse. Even though we have newer stage designs today, the stage direction language hasn't changed. So, let's pretend I'm your director. In the room where you are now, I want you to visualize those 9 quadrants on the floor with the audience at one end. Go stand in the upstage right box, facing the audience. From there, I want you to cross to the stage left box, facing away from the audience. But you must walk through the downstage right box first, then the downstage center box, then the downstage left box. Sounds easy, right? Well, give it a try and let me know what shape or letter of the alphabet you just made. That was awesome! You're going to be a star yet. One of my favorite performers is W.C. Fields, and he's really famous for... So, my favorite performer is W.C. Fields, and he is famous for saying never... Okay, one of my favorite performers of all time is W.C. Fields, and he is famous for cut, never do a show with kids or animals because they'll upstage you. Well, today, upstaging means that Someone or something is stealing the focus away from someone else on stage. Well, today, we all want to be the center of attention, but it's considered really unprofessional. Remember when I referenced a raked stage or a stage built at an angle? Well, that's where upstaging comes from. You might be visualizing an actor stepping down stage in front of a fellow performer in order to capture the attention of the audience. Well, it's actually the opposite. All an actor had to do was to step upstage, higher on the raked stage, and make their scene partner turn their back to the audience, thus becoming the focus. And that's where upstaging comes from. Have you ever upstaged anyone? Well, thanks for joining me for this episode of Behind the Scenes at Dayton Live. I'll see you next time. Rory, Pickle!